were out running the streets.
I was.
And my weekend I spent with an individual by the name of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bro.
This whole Jeffrey Dahmer series, I thought at first it was like this documentary, an actual show,
right,
painting the picture of this guy's life from essentially start to finish. Yeah. So my shirt says "Lions Not Sheep." The motherfucker's a lion, bro. He's fucking eating people. He's fucking eating people like some fucking shit, bro.
Hey, bro, you like my shirt? I committed.
Harvard.
Bro, I committed to a college.
Damn. Back to school. Back to school.
Last episode. I was like, you know what? Bro, why am I going to go to a bogus college? I'm just going to go to the best of the best.
When you go to Harvard.
So they're actually sending my stuff for orientation. And they were like, you know, they're looking at my school and they're like, yo, there's like a 9-year gap, Mr. Chuy. Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. And I had to hit them with them like, hey, I'm doing media. You know, I need my connections. So they were like, bro, you cool. Just, you know, I sent the check, tuition, you know, whatever I need. Just give me a couple classes, bada bing, bada boom. And they gave me this shirt for signing up, bro. I tried to get you in, bro, but they said you got to apply. Like,
bro, you're not going to last 2 weeks at Harvard.
Bro, what do you mean? I'm going to join the fucking Sigma Alphas and then we're going to be good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Before the Cut. We back in this and we out here.
Hey, bro, you got a new tee. You got pearls on your neck now.
Bro,
I mean,
hey, bro, can you see me?
Speaking of that, look real quick.
Talk to me, bro.
Man, so you went to Bad Bunny looking bad.
Hey, bro.
My guy was fucking my guy was ready, bro.
So I did go to Bad Bunny. I meet up with a client there. He's like, yo, Chuy, where you at? I told him I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And we meet up, we get a drink. Bro, there was somebody walked by passing a backwood. And I was like, man, I wish I would have brought my pen. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I got you. He gives me a pen. I'm like, all right. I take a little hit, bro. I was on Pluto for 4 hours, dude.
So the tables turned. I see this last weekend.
Yeah.
You were out running the streets.
I was.
And my weekend I spent with an individual by the name of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Bro. Okay.
Go ahead. So let's get into it, bro.
Hey, I'm glad you were outside. I'm glad you had a great time at Bad Bunny.
You, bro.
So I think it was like Wednesday, Thursday last week when it released. This whole Jeffrey Dahmer series, I thought at first it was like this documentary.
Me too.
Because Netflix does a ton of those. They take like all these like psychopaths, talk about the story, you know, whatever. An actual show,
right,
painting the picture of this guy's life from essentially start to finish. Bro, before you know it, I'm like 4 or 5 episodes. And keep in mind, these episodes are an hour long.
I know.
So I put in like 4 or 5 hours on a Friday night.
Of research.
Bro, wake up Saturday morning. I was like, nope, not going out. Jeffrey Dahmer, all fucking over this guy. I probably would have stayed up all night, honestly, but I was just exhausted from the week. So wake up.
Bro, I thought you were going to say because you didn't want to get nightmares, bro.
That's what. Jeffrey Dahmer, like this dude, bro, is a straight fucking nut job. Yeah. I heard of him. I had no idea.
I was just going to say that.
You're how far into it? Okay.
There's going to be a hella spoilers in this motherfucker. I don't know if we said that. So, like, anything that has to do with, like, serious gore and stuff like that, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah. But this one, I went into it blind.
Yeah, no idea.
First episode, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
what is going on? Yeah.
I am hooked. I've never felt so much anxiety before because it sets it up how he gets caught.
Little backstory for anyone who hasn't watched it. This series, basically what it does, it paints the picture of Dahmer's life from, you know, day one of being a young kid to pretty much, spoiler, my apologies, when he gets killed in prison. First off, I just want to say, whoever that actor is, you know who that actor was? The guy did...
Evan Peters, bro. Is his
Evan Peters?
Yeah, it's the guy who plays Jeffrey Dahmer.
Typical Evan performance. Yeah, Evan Peters absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, bro.
I think he did really good.
And from a cinematic standpoint,
yeah,
a storytelling standpoint,
yeah,
an acting standpoint, this is one of the best things I've ever seen, bro. Because
it was really good.
Have you seen the movie Joker?
Yes.
This new one, bro. It's so like similar how it's put together.
Yo,
because there's all these different scenes, bro, where it's like I'm watching this and I'm like, I wonder if they got this from Joker because it's so and it's such a mind fuck and I don't know, but bro, that's what I think.
All right, bro. So let's talk about. I'm interested on some of your thoughts here. Okay.
Yeah.
So Dahmer from basically 1978 to 1991, he kills 17 people. It was all guys. And some boys. There was like the youngest was a 14-year-old kid. Okay, so killed 17 people. Obviously, a lot of psychological issues, with this guy. So the first thing I'm curious on is you got someone like him. Obviously, serial killer. Obviously, not all there. Okay,
he's also eating these bro.
Some eating. Yeah. So my shirt says lions, not sheep. The motherfucker's a lion, bro. He's fucking eating people. He's fucking eating people. Like some fucked up shit, bro. Bro, have you seen the scene where he's literally like grilling someone's like, I don't know if it's their like their heart
that's
or
the
like
last thing I was watching. Right now. He grills like because he's
grilling some body part. I don't know what piece it was.
Bro, the way that episode ends, what I was just watching when I pulled up. He's looking at the piece of meat. He's, like this. I ain't gonna lie. It looks like a carne asada, bro. Like a thick ass piece of carne asada. He's like, boom, and he's closing his eyes and he's like, and he's like, And then
he's about to have a fucking orgasm or something.
Dude.
Weird. Okay. So getting back to my question.
I'm going to throw up. Go ahead.
Okay. So do you feel that people on his level, his caliber of individual, are they born that way? Or was this monster created based on his childhood? His dad was a little bit of a weirdo. Mom and dad didn't have the best relationship. His dad and him started like picking up roadkill off the side of the road and like fucking cutting them open and doing weird shit. Taxidermy, like weird shit, right?
His mom is Looney Tunes, bro.
Yep. Mom's unstable.
Bro, popping 27 pills as she's pregnant.
Yep.
Right? I'm not a doctor. I don't think that's just safe.
Yep.
That goes from like Xanax to a bunch of shit, right? Could have just happened right there.
Yep.
The dad is just like, at least he's painted this way. He's just a middle-class dad working.
Yep.
Long hours. His wife's a stay-at-home mom.
Yep.
A lot of weird shit happens.
Yep.
Like you said, parents are always getting into it. The dad's cheating, whatever.
Yep.
They're fighting in front of him.
Yep.
He's watching his mom pull a knife out on his dad.
Yeah.
Interesting part, I forget which episode, he says to the detectives, I think I was born this way.
Yep.
I don't think anything happened to me.
He said that He said that multiple times.
And then he gets older, right? And then he's like making fun of like people that are mentally messed up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get a laugh. And then he takes it overboard. Like he doesn't understand that social cue of like the joke's done.
Yep.
Other part where they're taking class pictures of like the honor roll students, right?
Yep.
And the scene cuts to like he's looking at them, they're getting set up. He just walks up to the platform, takes the picture, walks off.
Yeah.
And then now when the yearbook is printed and it says honor roll students, he's right there, right? Yeah. So it's just like little weird, but and like as he's walking off, he's like smiling.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I just got away with that.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy as fuck, bro. Like I don't think that's some like an accident. I don't know. What do you think?
So I'm kind of bounce around on
a
little bit here. At the end of the show, and sorry for spoiling this, but at the end of the show, there's this debate between his mom and dad, and he was cremated, but everything was cremated besides his brain. His mom was pushing for his brain to be sent to all these different research centers and labs, etc., to really dive into like his brain and figure out like, what was like actually like, was it something mentally like wrong with this guy? Like, was there something that triggered this, etc.? Unfortunately, though, what ended up happening in Dahmer's will, he requested that he is cremated. And when this went to the judge is like, listen, we do have to follow what the will says, and in the will he did want to have everything cremated. So they ended up taking the brain that they were going to do research on and ended up throwing it, turn it into ashes essentially. So, that was to me like, that was kind of a kicker because like, I would have loved to see like, okay, hey, like they did this research on this guy. We probably could Google some of this shit, and I would have been so curious, like, what is out there like about this, like did they find something, like was there something like really wrong with him? But
wow, so
I'm on the same page, bro. I think like there's certain like behavioral traits that you're 100% born into. You know, a lot of people that are gay, lesbian, for example, a lot of them feel that it wasn't like they just like, you know, changed one day. They were born that way.
Always had it.
Always kind of had, you know, that in them. But what I can say is, you know, I do put, and this is kind of the second part of my question is, you know, do we blame the parents at all? Is this on the parents for how he ended up? And I think there's some interesting conversation that could be around that because, you know, for example, his dad letting him do this, like, you know, taking roadkill, gutting them open, playing with the organs, fucking, you know, doing all this weird shit,
cutting
like
the fish and like ripping the shit out himself.
I grew up in Montana, as I said multiple times. I used to, you know, go, you know, fishing and hunting, all this stuff, and like, yeah, like we would like gut a deer. We would, you know, breast out like a fucking duck, you know, like, I grew up doing shit like that, but there's a difference between obviously doing that, getting the meat and being done, and then like what the fuck Dahmer was doing.
Hold on, but I want to make a quick point. I want to reference back to the judge. At the time, you can clearly see extreme homophobic, extreme racism.
Yep.
Like, bro, there's a few, I think from where I'm at, there's probably 3 scenes that involve a judge.
Yeah.
They're looking at him after he inappropriately, we gotta be careful with the words, he inappropriately touched a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
The judge looked at him in the court and said, you know what, you remind me of my grandson. You don't need jail. You need, because he was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, you need, what is this shit called? To be sober, to do AA or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro,
rehab, etc.
Exactly. They let him out of jail, bro. Yeah. But that's one time. He gets kicked out of the army for drinking, right?
Yeah. He gets kicked out of college.
He gets kicked out of college, which will never happen to me.
Yeah. I think it ties back to what I said. Yes, he was born this way. You and I can both agree on that.
Yeah, I think.
But there was so many red flags along the way that the red flags from a legal standpoint, from a parenting standpoint, all these things, like his parents, how many times does it take for him to get into trouble for doing certain things? How many times is he, like it's fucked up things happen over and over. And honestly, I would be curious in real life. I know this is a series. Yo, his dad, bro, was like a fucking ride or die.
I know.
Like his dad, like hats off to his dad, honestly, bro. His dad rode with that.
Never gave up on him, dude.
Rode with his kid to the very end.
Which you have to as a dad, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean that's crazy. But he also didn't know what was going on. But like, of course, you're gonna be like, listen, motherfucker. So like, I'm gonna help you.
I think my whole thing is like, he was born like that, but there was a lot of things that could have been done. Over the years to probably prevent the level of damage, that he did. And obviously taking the lives of like 17 different people.
It's so insane.
And I think the icing on the cake of all this, bro, is like, this was back in, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Times were like so different back then. Like, he was, obviously, gay. Yeah. It wasn't really accepted. So he was like this, like, I think he was always an outsider, but then on top of it, he liked men versus women, which majority of the people around him obviously liked women. His dad was pressing him all the time. His dad was saying, yo, you have a girlfriend? You got any girls you like?
I think his dad knew, bro, because his dad knew a few different parts, right?
Yeah.
He's staying at his grandma's house. His grandma finds the mannequin.
Yeah. Yo, how weird was that?
That was so insane. See, but okay, this is another thing. Let's pause on that.
Could you imagine cuddling a fucking mannequin at night?
Dude, he in a weird ass position too. He was like he slept on the mannequins like how my wife sleeps on me.
Yeah.
Like head on my chest, just fucking.
It was so weird. So bro, even like, and I feel bad even talking about this, but even the bodies, bro. So like after he killed him, he would like lay and do that same like weird like cuddling position. Like, why don't you just get yourself a nice boyfriend and cuddle?
You know what's
like,
so interesting, bro?
No,
you're right.
Jesus.
You're right, because the I'm on episode 7, so episode 6, he talks to a deaf dude.
Yeah.
Now that guy is really interesting because I think he's a virgin, dude.
Yeah.
He's gay. He, it gives a little backstory.
I felt bad for that dude at the most out of anyone, I feel.
Because
like he was like
he's looking for love, dude.
Yeah, he was looking for love, and also Dahmer like played him the longest.
Yes.
Like all these other guys, he just would straight like swoop him up from like the gay club and then take him back.
Boop. And
yeah. The deaf guy, he fucking dangled the hook in front of him,
bro. That's what I'm
like,
saying, bro. Because that dude, I'm sure was younger, right? He's deaf. He's already got dealing. But he's got such a positive attitude. He's trying to model.
Yeah.
He's super family orientated. And that's what I was gonna bring up. It's really interesting because you said, why didn't he just find himself a boyfriend?
Yeah.
He's a 6 foot tall dude. He's
Yeah.
white and he's hanging around with other people. They're looking at him like, I don't think it was hard for him to get dudes.
Yeah.
He was buff because he started working out and shit.
Yeah.
So that's how I know something up here because just off of looks, bro, these people are accepting your invitation for conversation.
And he was obviously every single person that he killed, they were all going back to his place,
bro. To
bang bang.
That dude, it was one time when they first met, he was gonna drug him.
Yeah.
He didn't because the guy came up or whatever.
Yeah.
Just hung out. They went to the house. Nothing happened.
Yep.
He had another opportunity to drug him. He didn't.
Yeah.
He was gonna hit that dude over the head with the hammer.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, this would have went into a natural relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how natural because he already killed people at that time.
And that just shows, though, like how it was like such a mental thing because he even said, he's like, I tried to not do these things and I've tried to like help, like, hold myself back. And I can't remember, it was like after like, I believe it was like the second one that he killed the guy in the hotel room. After that, he said that like, he's like, I haven't done any of that for like a long time.
That one was interesting too because I've never heard of bathhouses either.
Yeah,
I guess at that time it was just a place you can go.
Bro,
and
the bathhouses were lit,
bro.
There was all sorts of activity.
That looked like everybody's fucking dream. But it was like, hey, let's just go to the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Like they're saying it quietly, but it's obviously a business. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But he got kicked out because
he kept drugging everyone, and they knew it.
Leave him there,
and he'd leave him there. Like, and then finally, the dude at the front was like, "Yo, like you're not fucking allowed here anymore. You just bring dudes back. You drug them, you cuddle them, and then you dip." Like
he wouldn't even fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's weird,
I remember
bro.
Some of the people, they lay there, and he'd be like, "Okay, I gotta go to work." He just spent all night laying on the doing like the "I love you" hug.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But so that was interesting,
so
bro.
Weird,
see,
bro.
And all these different things, bro, that should have got him caught didn't, right?
Yeah,
there was a few scenes. He was driving drunk.
Yeah,
and got pulled over. The cop in the documentary was like, "Look at this guy, he's swerving."
Yeah,
they go up to him. He has a body in the fucking back of his car, bro, in the garbage bag. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. Insane.
And they were like, "Hey man, I can tell you're drinking. Just get the fuck home."
Yeah,
bro, he's
crazy.
Fucked up. He's very like, "No, I'm going home. I'm good."
Yeah.
And they just let him go. But you know what? Another interesting point, bro. He was such a good manipulator, bro.
Bro, I swear every psychopath, every serial killer is like that though. And once again, I think it goes back to the very beginning. They're born like this. It's something in their brain, bro. It's a skill set that I swear all of them have. All these people,
I fooled them,
bro. All these people, all these serial killers that kill just handfuls of people. A lot of them, they get away with it for a period of time. During the last episode, he starts kind of having like the religious views, etc. It kind of seems like he's starting to think a little bit different.
Wait,
do you feel someone like him can ever change, become a new man, turn over a new leaf, however you want to say it? Or do you feel that like he was like do you feel that like that's even possible? Because
that's a really good question.
That's like it's like you're almost happy for him that he's finding God and that like
it's too late, dog.
But it's like, damn, bro, like you did all this fucking damage and like now you're coming to fucking Jesus and like, or whatever. So I'm just curious to know what your thoughts are.
Look, I'm gonna put it like
you
this,
fucked
bro.
up too many
Everybody
people.
who goes to jail changes.
Yeah.
I mean that comes out. I mean, and I say changes loosely, right? Some do, but people like him, I don't think so. And the reason, now that I think about it, that he probably did that, he's a master manipulator, bro.
Yeah.
When he was in the army, he was like, "Oh, Dad, I changed. He's speaking different. He's got a haircut. He's sitting up straight."
Yeah.
And then it flashes to him, they're talking about medicine because he went for, and just conveniently, right? He went for combat. He was a combat medic in the army. He's searching for the information that he wants.
Yeah.
He stole the pills that knock people out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with this, I wonder if it's like, I told this and now I want the world to be like, oh, he changed just so he can get one last, haha. I
was just going to say, you just totally switched my mind because in my mind, I was kind of thinking, I was like, damn, he must have like really like, spent some time in prison. It really like hit him that like, wow, like I'm a fucked up person. Like I need to try to ask for forgiveness. And I need to try to be the best person I can the rest of my life. But now that I think of it, I'm pretty much on your side, bro. So as I said, the ending is a little interesting because it's like you see this build up of, Dahmer, this monster, and the dad is just like, he's at his like wit's end, he's just like so fed up with his kid. But once again, his, as we've talked multiple times, his dad was ride or die with him to the very end. And even at the very end, there's that conversation that happens that, hey, listen, Jeffrey, I forgive you.
Listen, if, it's a lot, dude.
If you haven't watched the series on Netflix, you need to check it out.
Go watch it because
shit's crazy. Shit's crazy.
Insane. But listen, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.